What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Civilization 5 Britain AI only battle. I hope you're enjoying so far. We're flying through. It's turn 200. We'll go to 250. I don't know. We'll see. It depends. Obviously, if it slows down like ridiculously for no reason, then we won't. But half an hour or 50 turns, whatever, whatever comes quicker, which will probably be turn 250, I would assume. But we're starting to have some bigger civs emerge. The Welsh in particular, well, not in particular, sorry, but they're one of them. The Britons have been another one. This England, I think, are statistically good, but they're not like strong. They're not gonna, I don't think they're gonna beat anyone in a war anytime soon, but they are pretty good in the other statistics, so you never know. Maybe if they did start building a load of units, they would have a chance. Tyrone is doing their own thing. They're not really, oh, okay, no, they are settling, very slowly settling the rest of Ireland. I say that, this city was only, it's been 50 turns. I was going to say, it was settled at like the start of last episode. They are making some progress. The Celts, another one. There's loads of space here. Like, why are you not settling this? I mean, Norway genuinely has a chance. Like, if they start sending some settlers over soon, they will soon be able to put units. I think, actually, they can already put units in the water because the scout is over here. I'm pretty sure, like, Norway or someone's just going to be like, oh, fine, I'll come have this. Or not, to be honest. They may have the same opinion as the rest of the AI. Scotland is kind of like England in the south. They've got good stats, but I don't really see them having a great military or anything. Do have Highlander units, their unique unit, which is pretty cool. And we have Lancaster with their own settler, which is pretty interesting. We'll see where that goes along this very long coastline that's just been left completely open. We'll see where that ends up. Yeah, I mean, Brittany, you never know. Maybe they could mess someone up with their boats. I wonder if there's going to be much naval action going on. Could be quite cool to see if there is. Also, like most of Wales, I know Wales's borders are starting to sort of cover it up here, but again, just loads of free real estate. England pieces out with Great Britain, which seems pretty reasonable. England are in a rough spot because they're not going to beat the Britons. They're not going to beat Wales, so they probably are going to have to beat Britain again at some point. Scotland v Lancaster. Oh, well, the settler did just go down, so they'll probably lose it straight away. But there we go. We'll see how this pans out. And we have, I believe, the second ideology. I think England already went autocracy, and the Britons have gone order. I'll check that in a second once this turn is over. And there we go. The Tyrone completes the Taj Mahal. Not the Britons. They have like the blue and cream colour, so it can be a bit confused. Wait, what? That's normally where... Oh, no, it's this one. Okay, yeah, so autocracy in England and the Britons have gone order. Wales will probably be the biggest one to choose. I mean, there's a few here, 14, 12 tourisms. But yeah, Wales is 24 will certainly have quite a swing, particularly in like the South England and Wales region. But yeah, England autocracy, the Britons order. So there we go. Already a divide. Nice. They're not, hopefully not just going to go the same way. Ideology actually played a big part in the last game we just did, because who was it? Was it China? Was it China? Am I going crazy? See, now I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm pretty sure China was one ideology, and the rest of the world was mostly a different one. But somehow China flipped Rome to their ideology, and then those two seemed to be a team for quite a while. So, it could have a big impact. They may just, work together. So, it could be quite an important thing. Right, our only real war right now is the Lancaster War. Are these people in this? Merthians? Great if they are. I mean, they essentially, this city is bigger than the city they have. I know it would lose population if they took it, but they would essentially just grow like twice as big. That would be great, but I think Scotland will grab a few cities here, which would be good because it would make Scotland bigger. I said they were statistically good, but maybe not strength-wise. Yeah, it'd be great if they could get some more cities, produce more units. They would eventually have a lot of land if their borders filled all this space up one day. England with the Brandenburg Gate wonder. Also, Hastings here is now at 27 population. There's a ton of farms around it, so that does make sense. I believe that is the biggest city currently in the UK. What have we got? 27? Yep, that's the biggest. Dublin in Tyrone is then 25, which was the original Ireland capital. York of England again at 25. Neoned of Brittany at 24. Quimper of the Britons. Edinburgh is also up there, as well as Hampton from England. And then the Celts capital that we're not even going to attempt to pronounce. That's alright. And Britain has pieced out with Lancaster. Nothing changing hands there. So Britain is now just confined to this area. Not even sure what is it, Lincolnshire kind of area. Don't really even know what this is going into at that point, but there we go. Wales, oh well, it was short-lived to you guys. It looked like you were doing great, and I don't even know if they were at war. Maybe not, because Scotland's about to get this, and they just left. But yeah, Wales. Wait, what? Who? Oh, these guys attack Wales. I'm so confused. Who? No, these. Wait, you're just still fighting Wales from before, and Wales attacked them. Wales have no units. Why are you attacking people? Okay, keep an eye on Wales. Things could get very messy and very confusing. Brittany versus Mercia. Well, that does not matter because they are inland and very far away. England, again, that doesn't matter. They're not going to get over here anytime. A couple of citadels on the coast. Great. Wales versus... No, Wales piecing out with the Britons, and they gave this city away. Interesting. There's a lot going on. Sorry, I'm trying to keep up. Britain piecing out with the Mercians. Obviously nothing happening, and they can't give their capital away. Lancaster did lose their capital to Scotland, and then Denmark attacked Lancaster. Wait, what? How? How? Wait, what? Correct me if I'm wrong. Denmark can't know who Lancaster is. Oh, the World's Congress formed. They do know it. Okay, everyone knows each other. Never mind. I was going to say, they've not met. Denmark has not got the ability to go in the deep ocean. I don't know how. They were level with Norway. I don't know how Norway has just got there so much quicker than them. It's beyond me. So this city is new. But either way, I was like, they have not met each other. Lancaster cannot go in the deep ocean. Or they can, but they haven't gone this way, as far as I'm aware. There's no units. But yeah, that fair enough. Denmark and Wales anyway teaming up. Wales is in a lot of wars. I guess they did just peace out with the Britons, but they gave a city away, which was not wise. Very messy. Ooh. Wait, England? No, they're not at war. I think they're just going to actually get open borders and go after Gloucester here. Fair enough. Scotland has peaced out with Lancaster already. That didn't take long. But, oh, they took this city in the peace deal. Fair enough. That's smart. So, Leicester is all that remains for Lancaster. Ooh. That's the first war that involves people. Well, no, Denmark just joined in on one. But Norway v Brittany. Not really sure about that one. But the Britons v Brittany. That's quite interesting. They both have a few boats here that can go in the deep water. Keep an eye on this and see what happens. It could be quite interesting. A little war in the... Is this still the channel? I have no idea. You associate this with being the channel. I guess this still counts, right? I don't know how exaggerated this map is. It's very... Don't know what. I think it's actually pretty good. Right, Tyrone has adopted the autocracy ideology. So that's our second or third ideology, but second autocracy. So England and Tyrone have both gone autocratic. We'll keep an eye on that. York is growing pretty quickly. It's nearly caught up with Hastings in a matter of turns. I say that, we're on turn 223 and we're just flying through the turns. It's okay, this is a mini battle. It's a small map. Oh, and the Celts even the score going order, so they join up with the Welsh. Interesting. There we go. The Isles not doing so well. I mean, they have two good sized cities, but a bit late for them to... Oh, why are you just banning everything? Although, okay, there's the first stuff being banned. Wait, who is that in charge now? Oh, the leader of Tyrone. He looks like some sort of character, like a Game of Thrones sort of style thing. I don't know. I've not seen Game of Thrones, but you know what I mean, like fantasy sort of film, Lord of the Rings, anything of that genre. He looks like he'd fit right in. Even the background. I love this. Normally the mods don't work with the backgrounds. This looks very English as well. Just all the fields. Pretty cool. Let's have a quick look at the leaders. Why not? This is fun. This is what we're here. This is essentially showcasing some mods. I essentially just like searched all mods from the UK and just downloaded what I could. We have Arthur of Camelot. That's pretty cool. King Arthur with his sword. He's pulled out. No round table though. I'm assuming it's the same Arthur because he was from Camelot, but maybe it isn't. We've used... Oh no, Brittany's grey screen. Sorry. I think there's only so many mods you can use or civs that have the screen. No scene loaded, but there is a picture. King Henry VIII there. Looks pretty decent, I guess. Yeah, cool. Britain, Winston Churchill with some very red eyes. Not sure what he's been doing. I guess smoking too many of those. Cigars. Right, who is it? Master Owain Glyndwr. Can't say I've heard of him, but nice Welsh castle, and it's a very weird like photo style. It's like a real photo, but then it sort of turns into a cartoon. It's pretty. It's a cool. I don't know how to describe it. It's obviously like a filter sort of thing. It's pretty cool. Who's Lancaster? Have Oh, sorry, this is Scotland. James of Scotland, King James. I can't remember what time he was in charge, but I feel like I've heard of him before. I feel like he was an important one. Margaret of Anjou. He's leading Lancaster. That's definitely more portraity. Although, again, the room kind of looks... Yeah, the room must be a real photo with just some sort of filter on it. Who we got? The Isles are led by this man, John MacDonald, with some boats. Again, that is definitely a real beach and then a very photoshopped boat. And I think that's it. I mean, the Celts... Oh, yeah, there we go. We finally got someone who's moving. Norway has arrived in the top of... The Vikings have arrived with 3 settlers. So I've already put 1 down. 2 more to come. This is exciting. Norway may be the biggest challenge to the British civs. I don't know who Norway's leader is. Obviously, we know Denmark's. Denmark's another vanilla normal leader. Biggest militaries, the Britons and Tyrone. Neck and neck at the top there. I do not want to make a proposal. Go away. These turns are going so quick. It's because it's a small map and there's also not many civs, so it's working perfectly. This is what it'd be like if I just did a let's play of a vanilla civ. Would be episode 4 and would be on turn 200. No, my fast playstyle, we probably would if we'd have made it this far. The Celts versus Lancaster, no, and England also no. But Lancaster, oh yep, they just took this city off Wales. So there you go, they gained Liverpool. That's a good move. I mean, it's not going to do too much for them, but better than nothing. Gloucester is being attacked from lots of different places. We'll see where it ends up. Wales, I believe, and England going for that one. No one's gone for this island yet. I don't know what these islands even are. I'm going to be brutally honest. Sorry, people who live here. Is that the Isle of Man? Is that one of these? Maybe. I should know, but I have no idea. I know this is the Isle of Wight. That's about it. That is the only one I've been to be fair, so I feel like I'm allowed it. Britain versus the England, not the Celts. It's the green. See, that's very bold. Britain don't have that many units, so we've seen some weird wars being declared. And Scotland versus Brittany. I mean, what? That doesn't make any sense. This naval battle has not led to too much, and the Britons have now attacked England. Again, there's just... No one's got, like, tons of units. This is a very weird game. We're not seeing the tons of units we normally do. Britain versus Brittany doesn't matter, and Merthians were not quite eliminated. There's still some units sort of wandering around. But at least for now, England has taken control of Gloucester off of them. Not what they would have wanted. Really? Not ideal, losing your only remaining city. We'll see if these other units die. I might have to delete them in the break. If not, right, Norway probably have done their settling. There's also a Celt settler here. Maybe Norway has annoyed them a little bit. Yep, 3 new cities from Norway in the top of Scotland, as Tyrone has entered the modern era already. They do have Gatling guns and Great War infantry. And Scotland is the 3rd autocratic civ, and they look really big on the minimap. They have a lot. They cover a lot of area, and there's a lot of land here. They could still get a lot bigger, which is pretty cool. I don't know if they're first. Probably not. The Tyrone looks a bit bigger. They're like a bit wider. I feel like the sea counts as well. The Britons are really big. I don't know. Maybe they're not as big as it seems, but it still looks pretty cool. But they make the Celts look tiny. I know in reality they're probably, the Celts have more cities and it's probably stronger. But I don't know, on the mini-map, like, the Celts are just in this small band, like 2 cities across, whereas Scotland is just really, really long and thin down the UK. Well, not thin, but sort of not. I don't even know how to describe that shape. Doesn't matter. But yes, we have Norway here now, which makes things interesting. And we have another settler. Norway, 2 more settlers. Norway certainly not worried about the... all these other civs have been terrified of settling. Norway... Not too bothered, they're just spamming them across the North Sea. Just taking whatever land they can get. They've been deprived of land, so they're They're hungry for whatever they can get, so that makes sense. The Celts complete the Uffizi. Good job, Celts. I don't know what that does. I'm not gonna beat around the bush on that one. Britain and the Celts have peaced out. That did not last too long. Is there any cities under siege? There's just fighting everywhere between like small amounts of units, but no one is really going for anything right now. Yeah, no, not with the elimination of the Merthians, although they still have this worker lurking away. Wales has gone autocracy, so how are we looking? Culture victory. Ooh, autocracy is now Wales, Scotland, England, and Tyrone. So that's a good mix. That's essentially the UK, right? England, Scotland, Wales, and Northern Ireland, which is what Tyrone kind of was. They were north of Ireland at the start. That's where their capital is. And then the Britons, which is like Cornwall and the south. I mean, they have London now. And then the Celts in the very far north. Going order. Interesting. We'll see. The next one will be pretty big. Great Britain has a settler here. Not sure where it's going. I think in theory you could... oh, what is that? Oh, the Citadel. Scotland. That is disgusting. What the heck is that? That is gross. Oh my god. That is so bad. That is this game's version of Hadrian's Wall. And it's in the wrong direction. That is such a mess. Britain completes the Louvre. And Scotland completes Big Ben. I mean, close enough. Who is it? The Isles declaring war on Lancaster. Not sure that will lead to too much. Tyrone then declares war on the Isles. That's not good for the Isles. And then Scotland also declared war on the Isles, which, yeah, bad for the Isles. All round, not good. Right, Norway's first of their next wave of settlers has arrived. And there's... So that's a builder. Wait, where'd the settler go? It was right. Oh no, it's gone past. Maybe it's going for some of the Shetland Islands over here. Maybe Shetland Island, probably the Shetland Islands. If these are the Orkney Islands, or the other way around, it doesn't matter. Wales and Lancaster have peaced out. Lancaster still here. England also peacing out with them. 29 now in York and Hastings. So York is probably going to become the biggest because it's caught up. It was 25 and 27. Now they're both 29. So yeah, York is growing ridiculously quickly. Oh my goodness, we are flying through the turns. What is going on? Also, is Norway attacking you? Oh my goodness. Okay, well they've peaced out now, so that was short-lived. No one has settled here. Like, does no one want this cotton? Is this just not a valuable resource in this world? There's citrus as well. A good city on this hill, or you could have a nice coastal city here in sort of the Thames estuary sort of thing. Bay thing. What is it even called? I don't know. The estuary is like here on the map. Obviously, I guess it is part of the Thames estuary in real life, which is very, very wide at that point. Okay, Norway did settle on these islands. And there is another settler somewhere. I don't know where it ended up. Oh, here it is. They're moving so quickly. I forget that I've been like looking away for 10 turns. And there's only 5 to go. It's pretty ridiculous. We'll probably be back to normal length. I think that it will be about half an hour once you add in info addicts next time around. Maybe even this time. I mean, we're already nearly at 20 minutes. Oh no. The Isles. It loses city to Scotland. You know what? Scotland's coming on pretty strong at the moment. We'll see. They look huge on the map. Oh, someone settled in Ireland. Who is this? That is the Celts. But Tyrone has added 3 new cities. These two are new. I didn't even notice. And they're already at 10 and 11. Tyrone is starting to fill Ireland. That should give them, you know, that should boost them up the scoreboard a bit. Wales pieces out with Great Britain. They were literally just about to invade them pretty successfully by the look of it. And then they just pieced out. Good job, guys. Really appreciate it. England has artillery, which is quite a good unit. And York is now at 30, so I assume the biggest city in the world. Has Denmark made it into the deep ocean yet? No. What are you doing? They're probably really far behind. I don't know how Norway... They were like level with Norway. I don't know how Norway jumped so far in front. Norway also goes autocracy. So it looks like autocracy will be the dominant ideology here. Sorry, Order Civs. You tried. It's not quite going to work out. Scotland is now fighting Brittany down here. I don't know what is going on there. Why is that a thing? England completes the Prora. And somebody's going to take Leeds. It can't be Wales because they just pieced out. So I don't know what on earth Wales is even doing here. But there you go. England should grab Leeds. And we'll have a look at technologies in the info addicts right now because it is turn 250. There is now a tie for the score lead. It is Scotland and I believe the Britons. Nope. Tyrone. And then the Britons in third. And then this green line is could be anyone, but I'm guessing Wales. Nope, not Wales. It's the Celts. I think the Celts. Where is the Celts? Yep, Celts, England, Wales. I think that's the top sort of three there. And some other lines we won't go into. Here we go. Biggest population is now Tyrone at 42.6 million, just ahead of England at 42.4. The Britons then have 41.7. Then it's a bit of a drop to Scotland at 25 and Wales at 21. Crop yield, Tyrone has 445 million bushels. The Britons 414, Scotland 283, England 265, and the Celts 253. I really think it looks like Scotland may be about to displace Wales in quite a few of the top 5 statistics because they have had a great episode. Wales has lost a city, Scotland's gained like 3. The Britons have the most production, then Tyrone, the Celts, Scotland again, then Wales. Biggest economies, Tyrone, the Britons, the Celts, Scotland again, and then England. I feel like maybe these 3 are the top 3 and then these 3 are the middle 3. I'm not quite sure. Norway seems to be 7th every time as well. Land area, Tyrone, the Britons, Scotland now up to 3rd, the Celts and Wales. Military manpower, Tyrone, then the Britons, the Celts, Scotland and Wales. Social policies, England and the Celts and Scotland all on 19. 18 for the Britons and 17 for Wales. Technologies, England leads the way on 54, the Britons 53, Scotland and Wales 51, Tyrone and Great Britain have 50. We can do all the techs, there's only 13 left, it's not too bad. And I think Murphy is dead as well, so. Celts on 49, Norway 47 as well as Brittany, Lancaster back on 42, the Isles 41, and yeah, Denmark for some reason really struggling at 38. I don't know how Norway got so much better so quickly, but there you go. Net gold, I mean, some of them, Denmark and Brittany are more concerning. I mean, these two are probably going to be dead soon. Or are dead, and this one will be dead soon. But biggest economy does, or not economy, we don't use net gold for the results anymore, but Scotland currently does have the most. I mean, it's still useful to have it, it's just, it's not very necessarily a fair. You know, by the end, if we used it for scoring, it would penalise the civs that have the giant militaries that are being really entertaining. So that's why we don't use it, because obviously those by the end will probably be losing money to sustain their massive military, and we do want to see wars, so we're not going to punish civs for being, you know, good. Tyrone has the most cities at 13, 9 for the Britons, Norway and the Celts. I think Norway and Scotland are going to charge up the rankings, potentially, not like, you know, not above the civs that are already doing good in the south, like the Britons, England, Wales. But, you know, they will be in the mix with those civs now. I mean, there's not that many smaller civs left. It's mostly just big ones anyway. But there you go. Wales, England on 5. Denmark 4. Brittany 3. Lancaster and Britain 2. The Isles on 1. Science output. Who's leading the way? It is Tyrone. Then the Britons, England, the Celts, Scotland. Although, obviously, city numbers is quite important. Culture is the Celts, then Scotland, the Britons, England, and Tyrone. Wonders, Scotland still lead the way, then Tyrone, England, Denmark, and the Celts. Influence, nobody's influential yet, which is actually a surprise. I mean, early in the game it wasn't, but now it's kind of a surprise. Great work, Scotland is again leading the way, then the Celts, the Britons, England, and Wales. Trade routes, Denmark, okay, a lot of people were 6. Denmark, Scotland, the Britons, England, and Wales. Tourism, Scotland again leading the way. Maybe they could win. I don't know, maybe. I've already forgotten who I picked, to be honest. How have I done it? Did I pick Wales? I think I picked Wales. But I might have forgotten completely, so sorry about that. There we go. And on to the religions. I believe Scottish Protestantism is dominating, but I could always be wrong. Yep, 23 cities for Scottish Protestantism. Britain's religion is doing okay, or Brittany I should say, but it's not doing too good. The Isles, 5, but not really. I mean, Buddhism is completely dead, and then Confucianism from the Celts is just in the Holy City. So not great. But that will be it for this episode. As always, if you have enjoyed, be sure to leave a like and a comment down below. Be sure to subscribe as well if you are new to the channel. There will be another episode tomorrow. However, it will be a bit late, so apologies. It won't be at the normal time. It will be sort of like, how do I word this? Because obviously everyone's in different time zones. I normally post at 5 PM in my time zone. It'll probably be like 9 PM, so sort of 4 hours after whenever it's normally posted. which is the old time. I used to always post at 9 p.m. and then I switched to like 9 and 5, and then I just decided to keep it. And then when I went back to 1 a day, I just stuck with 5. It's mainly because I can reply to the comments. Like, if sometimes I leave it a while. I haven't replied to any for this series yet. I've got to sit down and go through them all because there's a lot. But you know, it makes it easier to reply to comments, that sort of stuff, when it's up at 5. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.